What's your first name?
Alexxis.
How old are you?
17.
And you?
Irene, 16.
You had a boyfriend.
Yes.
What was his name?
Blake.
How long did you have Blake?
How long did I have him? I was with him for 6 months.
From when to when?
From after Irene was dating him to...
So first Irene dated him.
No, she started being with him. Yes.
I'm getting your side of the story, then I'll come back to
Thank
you.
you.
So first your cousins.
Yes.
So first your cousin Irene dated Blake.
Yes.
And then you dated him.
After, yes.
After. And what months did you date him?
From October 14th, 2016.
Until when?
Like last year of December.
The last week in December?
Yeah.
October, November, December. So it's 3 months.
3 months, yeah.
You dated him for 3 months. And then at some point, you heard that through the grapevine that he was hanging out with Irene again.
Yes. We weren't together at the time.
You were not together.
Yes.
I got it. You were not together because that was in February.
Yes.
But you heard that Blake was now back with Irene, and you went over to her house with some friends.
No, Your Honor. The conflict had started at Nicholas Park,
Tell me about it. And do you remember the date?
March 17th.
It wasn't February, it was March
It was March 17th.
of last year.
Yes.
Go ahead.
The conflict was between her and another friend named Julia, and I was there at the time, but it had nothing to do with me. It was their problems, but I was there present at the scene. And from the scene, we went to, she had told them to go to her aunt's house or someone on San Jose Street. And then that's when she brought the conflict to wherever she was staying at the moment.
I don't understand. I'm not following you. This happened a year ago.
Yes.
And a year ago, you weren't dating Blake anymore.
No.
And she was dating Blake.
I have no clue.
Maybe. Were you?
No, I wasn't. She was.
One person who's not here is Blake. Anyway. Maybe he could clear it up. Anyway, do you remember this confrontation she's talking about in the park?
Oh, very, very, very much.
Okay. So there was a confrontation in the park on March 17th of last year.
No.
Yes.
No, it wasn't in the park. They all came to the house that I was
Just a
staying
second.
at.
Were you in the park that day?
Yes, we went there
Just
to
a
hide
second.
from them.
Okay. Let's be careful.
I was in a
You
car.
were in the park that day.
Yes.
Later, you went to your aunt's house.
Do you want me to explain the whole story? Because I was at my aunt's house and they all came to the house following us, so we left to the park to sit outside so they would not keep following us because they all were trying to, there was 20 girls in front of her front yard and there was cops on the way. And it was 12 o'clock at night.
Well, what was the confrontation about?
Well, I was staying with my cousin Alexxis and her mom Brandy at the time, around maybe last year of October, for my grandma, and we were paying. I was sharing a room with her.
Don't make it complicated for
Okay,
me.
I was
Don't give me a teenager story.
Okay, not teenage story. Well, she started sleeping with my boyfriend. I broke up with him. He tried to come back with me. She was, I guess, pregnant at the time. Well, his ex-girlfriend, little sister, because he had another ex-girlfriend, so she got his other ex-girlfriend. Well, her little sister was my age. So her little sister tried starting drama with me because the ex-girlfriend was 18. So they all came to the house with maybe 20 girls.
What date?
Like,
March
it was
17th.
March.
So March 17th?
Yes.
What time?
Maybe around 11 or 10:30. It was late at night.
This was last year.
Yes.
Were you in fact pregnant last year?
At the time at the scene, yes, I was.
Do you have a child?
No, I do not.
Was there a fight
There
on March
was a
17th?
fight with her and that other girl, Julia, but it was not with me.
The other girl, Julia, is the sister of Blake's yet
Ex-girlfriend.
other girlfriend?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
So glad I don't have that anymore.
We're beyond that, right?
Got children, even grandchildren. So there was a confrontation. You left the house.
I was at my friend's house, and it was
You left the house where you were staying. And went to the park.
A bunch of girls came, 2 minivans full of cars. So we left. We drove around the block. They were still following. So we went to Nicholas Park, stood on the curb. Well, the girls all came to the car, and they all started screaming, hitting the car. So I got out of the car. Well, me and Julia started
Again,
fighting.
You're talking much too fast for
Oh,
me.
I'm sorry. Well, they came all to the car, started banging on the car, and
Whose
said
car?
if I didn't, my friend's mom's car. because they all came in two cars.
Was your friend driving her mom's car?
No, the mom was.
What were you doing out at midnight?
It wasn't around midnight.
What were you doing out at 11 o'clock?
It wasn't 11 o'clock. It was like 8 or 9 o'clock.
What were you doing out at 9 o'clock?
I was with my friends.
No, this isn't what happened. That's not what happened. You weren't just hanging around with friends.
I was with my friends that went to do that conflict with them. I was not involved at all.
Well, why would you go with your friends to do a conflict?
Because I wasn't sure what they were doing. They said they were just going to argue with her, and I was might as well go. So I just went. I was pregnant. I didn't do anything. I was just there. There was plenty of people. There was like 15 people with her.
What did you go for if you know there's going to be a conflict and you're pregnant? Well, I don't understand the reasoning.
Just to go with my
Just to be stupid?
No.
Just to be stupid. Well, somehow your phone got broken.
Yes.
And you're blaming your cousin for breaking your phone.
Yes.
Let me have proof.
I have a police report right here.
I'm going to read it. Sometime after I left the scene, she and you got into an argument, and it says one, that would be you, vandalized the phone and put it in the trash, but it doesn't say who saw that.
No one saw that because I didn't do
The
that.
police officer, on the next page, it says the police officer had gotten her to admit she had done it.
Oh, hold on. I'm going to read further. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Oh, well, you admitted that you threw the phone into the trash can, and it was located on the south side of the house. You went there, and that's what you told the police,
No, I
where
did
to
not.
find the phone.
That is the same police that actually handed me the phone because someone handed him the phone.
That's absolutely correct.
No, that isn't. I did not break that phone. I don't know who. There was 20 girls that night, and they did not find the phone by me. I did not admit to nothing. They found it with an iPhone. Find my iPhone app on a different
Initially,
iPhone.
she lied.
No, I did not lie.
I'm reading to you. I'm not asking you any questions. I'm reading to you. Initially, she lied and said she gave it to a boy who was no longer at the house. However, I convinced her to tell me the truth. She admitted that she had thrown the phone in the middle trash can that was located on the south side of the house. Sandoval and I went there and found the phone. Did you ever see this police report?
No, I did not.
Well, that's what it says. You know, I assume that there are many houses where you live. You can stand up. I assume that there are many houses where you live.
Yes, there
10.
are.
Each house has at least one trash can.
Well, they have 3.
Each house has 3 trash cans. So that would be 30 trash cans. Your granddaughter's just a good guesser. She took the police to the exact trash can where they found the phone.
No.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Grandma, you were there. You saw them.
I'd like to see a bill for the phone.
At the moment, the phone was the newest phone out. It was iPhone 6s Plus, the 128 gigabyte.
I need a bill for the phone.
I don't have a bill for the phone. That's what the people told me that would be okay.
My dad paid for the phone, actually. It was her birthday present.
Good. Then you're going to replace it. $699.99.
But I didn't break the phone.
We're done. Thank you. Judgment for the plaintiff.
Parties are excused. You may step out.